Hello friends, this is Ryan Hicks of TaughtToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about why you do not get your prayers answered and how to fix it. There are a couple of reasons. One of the most important ones is you don't even ask. You don't believe, you don't claim what is rightfully yours, you have no faith, you don't even ask God for anything. So you can't receive stuff that you just think about but never ask for in the first place. That's one of the biggest problems people have, is they don't ask. But James 4:2 and 3 says something very important. Ye lust and have not, ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. That's one of the first things. You have not because you ask not. But look at these things people are doing, because sometimes people who are good, holy people will read this and think, well, I guess God doesn't want me to have something, because it goes on and says, ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that you may consume it upon your lusts. And so they say, well, I'm wanting something because I desire it. That's a lust. And so I'm not going to receive it because I'm asking amiss. No, look at these people. They were killing and desiring to have and cannot obtain and fighting and warring. These are not godly people coming with a clean heart to God, asking, believing in faith for what they desire. These are people who are killing and fighting and warring and having not because they don't ask. And then when they do ask, it's only because they're just going to consume it upon their own lust to continue the fighting and the warring and all this garbage that they're doing. That's not you. Yeah, if you're praying for something that's going to hurt other people, that's going to take away from other people, it's going to deny other people something they deserve, then sure, that's a problem. And you're not going to receive that because you're asking amiss. But if you're, as a child of God, asking something that is rightfully yours, meaning anything you ask in prayer believing, that's a good thing, and you're asking from a pure heart, you're not trying to hurt other people or harm other people, you will receive. Because you're not asking that you may consume it upon your lust. You're not trying to fight and war. You're not doing all these evil things. You're not trying to do anything to harm anyone else or to take away from someone else or to hinder someone else. Now, in Matthew 21 and 22, Jesus says this. Jesus answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. This is the other thing. You have faith, you ask in faith, you doubt not, but here it is, believing. When you ask, believing, ye shall receive. Now, what does that believing mean? This means you have a consciousness of this thing. You've already received it. You believe it. This doesn't mean I'm hoping for this to happen. This means you believe presently you have this. It's not there yet, maybe in the physical reality, but in your consciousness, you believe. So let me give you an example. If you were asking for a luxury car, and you think you're believing, you think you have faith, but your concern is, well, I don't know if I can afford the gas in that thing. It's got a bigger engine. I don't know if I can afford the maintenance. It's very expensive to maintain that vehicle. You don't have the consciousness for that item. You're not believing because you're already worrying and panicking about the expense of the upkeep of the vehicle. That's not something you can believe for. I'm not telling you to have small goals, but I'm telling you, if you're going to ask God in faith, you need to have real faith. So ask for something you can believe for, something that's more within your realm, more within your belief. It's good to stretch your faith, but if you're not believing, you're not going to receive. So stop asking for things that you can't believe for. Some of you don't even have a job and you're asking God for $1 million. You want to be a millionaire. Go ask for a job first. Believe for that first. Start with something you can actually believe and have faith when you pray. Stop with these doubtful prayers, with these wishing well prayers where you're throwing things out there, hoping maybe God might answer, maybe you might receive. That's not praying. That's wishing, and that's pathetic. You won't get anything you want, and you'll be miserable, and you'll be blaming God. Well, I don't understand. God won't answer my prayers. No. You're not praying in faith. You're not believing. you can't even believe for the thing you're asking for, why would you waste God's time? Why would you waste your time? God's always answering. It's always yes. It's yay and amen. But you may not be able to receive because you're not able to believe. And until you get that deep down in your understanding to pray for things you can believe for. I'm not saying to pray for small things, but if you can't believe for that large thing, you don't believe that you've received, then you won't receive it. My friends, I pray it's been a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.